overall best graduating student of your class? Was it something you were expecting? Or did it come as a surprise to you?
It came as a surprise.
As a
to me.
surprise.
Yeah, it came as a surprise to me. I didn't really expect it, to be honest. I mean, you look back and then like you just can't feel your parents. Like just imagine they paid school fees, they are there for you. No, you just can't feel
Everybody
them.
just
So,
looking up to you.
yeah. So it gives you that drive to keep being the best, like to keep pushing on. Yeah. Wesley Girls is very prim and proper. Yes. So it's like at every point in time, there's something you have to do, and then like the rules, initially, like when you are there, you feel like, oh, the rules are too much. But when you come out, you realize that, oh, these rules were meant to shape you to. Since I wanted to give up, yeah, a lot of time. Where I've called my parents to cry on them. I don't want to do this medical school again. Come and take me home. Yeah. One thing that keeps me going is like whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your strength. Once you have a task ahead of you, give it your all.
Textbook versus YouTube tutorials.
YouTube tutorials. Textbook is a no.
Is a no. Hi. Welcome to Voc Live. Today we bring another interesting conversation right into your space. There's another conversation that particularly I am genuinely inspired with. She is a woman who is not just a symbol of brilliance, but whose life has been a clear indication that her resilience, hard work, and a sense of purpose really do pay off. She's an alumna of Wesley Girls Senior High School, and with a distinction in all her courses, she has been crowned as the overall best graduating student of her class in KNUST Medical School. Dr. Med Emanuela Nana Ahima Ahin. Thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to finally have you in person because I, for one, have been waiting for us to have this conversation. Honestly, when I saw your story, I felt this is one of the many excellent stories we should all the time celebrate. So expending the time to join me here for us to talk about this. Hearing the story from the woman herself, this means a lot for us. So thank you once again.
You're welcome.
And congratulations.
Thank you very, very much.
Okay, let's kickstart the entire conversation from this perspective.
Okay.
Being named as the overall best graduating student in your class, how does it feel knowing that all the long nights, all the efforts, all the long sacrifices has really paid off in the long run? How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. Yeah. And self-fulfilling.
Self-fulfilling.
Yeah. It feels great.
See, I'm just picturing how the entire thing was having your name mentioned, but we're definitely going to get a bit more into that area. Right. What one word would you use to describe how the journey has been for you right from the start to this very minute?
One word for 6
One word. I know it's been quite a long time, but just one word.
That's a hard one, but I would say the journey was tough. Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah. That's like the one word that would capture everything.
Everything. Okay. Let's rewind this a bit. Before KNUST, before the white coat, before all these titles as a Dr. Med, and before the self-feeling that you're feeling now. Tell us a little bit about how it all started. What really inspired you to move into the space of medical school?
All right. To be honest, doing medicine was something like I've always had growing up. And I just didn't see myself doing any other course. Because growing up, I was very good with integrated science, mathematics, right from like elementary school. Yeah. So I think I developed the interest, with that. And I'm also like very good with people. And saving lives is like something I would say I have, when you use the passion word, it sounds strange and all that, but I would say I have passion for, I think I just have love for humanity.
For humanity.
Yeah. And I just didn't see myself doing any other.
Let's talk about your time in Wesley Girls. There's this spontaneous perception that normally revolves around when we're talking about Wesley Girls. And I am propelled to think that it is as a result of the high standard that has been created, and for that matter, cultivated in the students in the school, the high discipline. There's this perception that you're so entitled. Jeez. I don't know what you would have to say to that. But tell me, how has your experience in Wesley Girls shaped you into who you are today?
Yeah, so Wesley Girls High School really did like a lot for me, considering how far I've come. Yeah. The school is very organized, very structured, and it's arguably one of the best, if not the best, like
I love
schools
arguably because I know my
in
boys will come
Ghana.
after you.
Yeah. Yeah. And as I said earlier, it's a very structured institution. That brings up like very disciplined young ladies.
Yeah.
And I think that's really gone a long way to help me navigate my way throughout life after SHS. Yeah. Because the discipline, consistency, hard working, I learned a great like chunk of it from Wesley Girls High School. Yeah. So Wesley Girls High School really, shaped me.
Shaped you.
I would say it did a lot.
Is there a time where you recall a difficult moment back in high school?
Yeah, my early days.
Early days.
When I came in first year. I mean SHS1, yeah. It was quite a tough moment for me because that was the first time I was ever being away from home, adapting to a new environment, living with people. And, the discipline was like very like, they were Wesley Girls is very prim and proper. Yes. So it's like at every point in time there's something you have to do, and then like the rules initially, like when you are there, you feel like, oh, the rules are too much. But when you come out, you realize that, oh, these rules were meant to shape you to achieve like the goals you want to achieve. Yeah. So I'll say my first year was quite difficult. Yeah. Like trying to adapt, like, to the rules and everything like the school had like structured. Yeah.
I've never been to med school, but I mean, time and again, we hear stories about it all the time. How difficult, how tough, working the part of a medical student really is. And I've wondered what it really takes to be a medical student. Could you tell us a bit about it, what it really takes to be a medical student? And most importantly, what it takes to excel in that endeavor?
All right. I think for the first question, we both know the answer to that. Yeah. To become a medical student, you should have like really studied hard. I mean, from your SHS to be able to make the grades to get into med school. So that's what it takes to become a medical student, to be honest. So it's just the hard work, determination, consistency I was talking about. And what it takes to excel in med school. It also involves hard work, consistency, determination, but then you also need a very strong support system. Yeah, because once you have people who are looking out for you, people who are vouching for you, people who you can, shoulders you can cry on, people you can talk to, people you can go out with when you're stressed, like it really helps. Yeah. So I think to excel, it's not just about the values, it's also like a support system. You need a very like strong support system.
We're definitely going to
helps.
arc back to talking about the support systems that one need, because I think we live in an age and day where people think that in a specific program that's so demanding as medicine, you always have to box yourself in, like you and your books, none other, right? But we're definitely going to arc back into this.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us, was there ever a time where you felt so bogged down, like you're so slapped with realities that you don't want to continue anymore? Was there ever a time like that?
A lot of times, not a time. A lot of times I wanted to give up. Yeah. A lot of times where I've called my parents to cry on them. I don't want to do this medical school again. Come and take me home. Yeah. a lot of time. And I think every medical student would relate with me. Yeah.
Even regardless of the fact that the person could be a medical student, I think other programs, right?
Yeah.
People can still relate with the pressure that comes with, having to force yourself to study and all of that. But tell me, how were you able to put through all these? You're feeling so down, but you still have to keep going. What really grounded you?
God gave me the strength, first of all. Yeah, because I mean, to navigate through med school, you need good health, you need strength, and the only person that can offer you that is God. So, yeah. And also, I'll keep hitting on this strong support system. I have very supportive family, my parents, my siblings, then mentors who were my lecturers, my senior colleagues, friends, loved ones, like my roommates, my study group, like all these like amazing people around me, like they just like kept me going, like even when like there were challenges. Yeah. So I mean, you look back and then like you just can't feel your parents. Like just imagine they paid school fees, they are there for you. No, you just can't feel
Everybody
them.
just looking up to you.
Yeah, yeah. So it gives you that drive to keep being the best, like to keep pushing on. Yeah.
There's this notion that as a medical student, antisocial. Like I said, you and your books, nobody else, you don't get the time to even participate in other extracurricular activities. Was it the same for you?
No. No. I think with probably maybe my social life was not as much as it used to be maybe when I entered med school, but I still had a social life. I was a hostels overseer, like an assistant hostels overseer, sorry, when I was during my time in like med school. And I was also the alumni coordinator for this very huge fundraising program, medical student. I mean, the Christian Medical Fellowship holds every year, Judah Praise. I'm sure a lot of people know about it.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And then like I had friends I go out with. Yeah. So it wasn't just about books. Yeah. You should have a social life.
Social life. But it begs the question, how do you even balance all these things out? Because books are calling and you'd have to also maintain that social aspect of your life. Be able to deal with this. Because
discipline, consistency. Yeah, I think that's the key. And as I said, I went to the best high school. I was taught
arguably
that
best high school.
arguably. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I mean, it became a part of me. Yeah. So I knew how to like time management. Like at this point in time, I have to study. At this point in time, I have to do this. Yeah. But then mental health is very important. Once I feel stressed, like I do something of like academics. Can be going out, watching a movie, doing something fun out of like reading. Yeah. And it really helps.
That's amazing. Now, let's talk about the big win. The one everybody is waiting to hear about. I mean, picturing you in the room and space where your name was mentioned, the overall best graduating student of your class. Was it something you were expecting? Or did it come as a surprise to you?
It came as a surprise.
As a surprise.
Yeah, it came as a surprise to me. I didn't really expect it, to be honest, yeah. Because like my class is made up of like really like we are all like really, really brilliant like students. Yeah. So it's not like it was expected that I was going to be the overall best. Yeah. It came as a surprise.
As a surprise.
Yeah.
How did you feel in that moment when your name was just called out of the blue? How did you feel?
Astonished. Yeah. I mean, it was like, wow, like I really did that. Like, yeah, it was a moment for me. I can't really like put my expressions into one word like you're expecting me to, but a lot of like feelings. But yeah. I mean, it felt great.
Great. What personally, what does recognition means to you?
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of recognition, to be
Recognitions and
honest.
all of
Yeah,
that.
I just like being in my own space and all that. So yeah, I just felt like, oh my God, like when people send me the post, oh my God, like, oh my God, I'm everywhere. Like, I don't know if it really feels like, I don't know how to say it. It feels some way like, oh, you're everywhere. Like, wow. I don't know. There's some excitement, but then there's also like, oh my God, can they stop posting me?
Posting
Like,
me, yeah.
I just want to be in my own space. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not really a big fan of like being really out there. But then the good part of it is like, I just want to be an inspiration for others. So if the recognition is inspiring others, then yes, like I'm all out for it. Yeah,
It's
'cause,
fantastic.
yeah, if it's inspiring like young ladies like out there, like giving them the hope that yeah they can do way more than they think, then I'm all up for it. Like yeah, then I like the recognition. Yeah.
Okay, I have no doubt that there are many people out there who perhaps relate with all the pressure we talked about.
Yeah.
The long night, the stress, the sacrifice that it takes. And sometimes, like you said, there's been a couple of times where you felt so down that you want to give up. I believe many of the young people out there, being it ladies, gentlemen alike, having gone through the mill and being a symbol of resilience, what one thing would you tell them? Take them as your younger self. What one thing would you tell them?
I would say you can do anything you put your mind to. That's one thing. And one thing that keeps me going is like whatever your hand finds to do it with all your strength. Once you have a task ahead of you, give it your all. Like don't be like it's either you're hot or you're warm. Don't be lukewarm about it. Like I want to do it, I don't want to do it. Once you're doing something, like go all out for it, and then like you really get the you really get the results you are looking for. Yeah, that's all I'll say. And then don't forget to be consistent. Consistency really helps. Like hard work, determination really helps.
Dr. Med Emanuela, you nailed it. I just want to say a very big thank you for you spending the time to join us here.
Thank you.
And I believe all those who are taking a listen to this conversation are inspired by your journey, by your resilience, and you make it look so graceful. And I love that. Once again, I'm very, very appreciative for. But before we wrap it all up, let's have a quick fun round.
All right.
Are you game?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so during your study nights, tea versus coffee, which one would you opt for?
Tea. Coffee is better.
Okay. As, should I say fanatic of learning? Okay, textbook versus YouTube tutorials.
YouTube tutorials. Textbook is a no.
Is a no. Okay. Well, are you a fan of, medical series?
Not really a fan, but I've watched. There's one medical series I've watched my whole life.
Okay, I've got two medical series in mind.
All right.
The Grey's Anatomy and The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor. Okay. All right. Lastly, are you a night owl or an early riser?
Early riser.
Early riser.
Yeah.
Guys, that's Dr. Med Emanuela. Okay, so thank you once again for your time. This means a lot to me. This was an amazing conversation. It was interesting, right? So once again, thank you. And we say congratulations to you once again.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the very best in your endeavor, everything that you want to do. But before we say adios to this chapter, I want you to have the platform. You're currently the gladiator in the arena of medical school. What next for you?
What next? Okay, so having gone through 6 years of medical education, the next step is to go through my mandatory house job. Yeah, so that's the next step right now. And then after the house job, I mean, with the experience I get, I'll be able to make a decision what I really want to do. Because as of now, I don't know what specialty I really want to do. So the big question, what next? I think you should stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So guys, stay tuned. That has been an amazing conversation we've had with Dr. Med Emanuela Nana Ahima Ahen. She has done so well. She is the overall best graduating student of her class in medical school. And today, she graced us with the presence to talk about what her life has been, what the journey has been for her. And I believe you've had quite an inspiration from this conversation. We thank you for staying tuned with us. As always, this is Vogue Live. My name is Augustine, and we hope to see you next time. Sayonara.